Hey, it's Bowwiz, wheelchair adventurist, and yes, I do tour America living in my van. And it's small, but when you can't walk that far and you rely on wheelchairs like I do, you manage. People ask me, well, how do you make do? Well, I just wanted to show y'all one of my cooking methods. I just fold the seat back down on my wheelchair and it makes for a perfect tabletop for me to cook on. And tonight's menu, we just got regular, uh, great value HEB shredded chicken and Roma noodles. Cheap, efficient. It'll make a turd. It'll keep you alive. And that's all what we're here for, survival. Hashtag Bowwiz Wheelchair Adventure. Well, it's Wednesday, and it's calling for some real severe, dreaded temperatures, dropping way below freezing into the teens, 8 degrees. Rain turning into snow, and then sleet and snow mixed. It's gonna get brutal out here in the desert, y'all. And there was quite a few people here in this campground, but if you look, this van's been here the whole time I've been here. That van down there showed up last night. Everybody else packed up and hauled ass, so I don't know if that's telling me something I need to know. Or am I just this plumb stupid and don't know? But I would rather be here at the lower altitudes and up in the mountains, because it's going to be really cold up there. Where I was going to go, James Canyon, it's that's 6,800, 6,900 foot in elevation, and I know it's going to snow up there. So I'm just going to hunker down here. I got all my extreme cold weather gear that I used to use, and out there in the old ranch and deer lease, it is no longer. It's all gone now. And modern technology done changed everything about the place and the property and what's going on out there. But I got what I've been using on my blankets here, and then I got a homemade that one of my Patreons, Connie Rose, made for me. She handmade this, and it's supposed to be a liner to go in my army sleeping bag, which I got from another fellow metalhead and somebody I went to school with. His name is Roger Commander. Dude, I'm still using this, and it's a lifesaver. I haven't had to use it in a long time, but I broke it out because I'm gonna need it. Then I have a basic wool blanket, and I've got all my dirty towels I'm ready to insulate, put over the windows. Most of the windows are already insulated with either paper and clothes and tents, and I even got a styrofoam board up there, a kickboard. And all this has been insulated, so I'm thinking if I have to take one of the blankets and just lay it out over this and just block this off, make it even smaller so I can survive out here. I'm gonna start the van every few hours, at least every 5 hours, and I will be checking in with y'all. But it's gonna get brutal up here, and I wasn't really. This ain't, well, I kind of want to see if I can actually do this. I got 3 forms of heat. I got propane with a heater. Then I got my generator, which I just shut it off. And then I got the good old diesel heater, and that thing is so badass. So, and I just finished charging the batteries for it. I topped it off. I still got 2.5 gallons of diesel left. I may have to go get some Friday if I have to keep running it as hard as I do in the mornings. But, 'cause last night at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I finally had to kick the damn thing on. It was cold in here, but it was only 31 degrees. It's going to be way, way colder. So, I got this. I can do this. I'll be okay. I know I will. Look at that desert, would you? Stalkers, I'm just sitting here eating a little bit. Got me a beef and bean taco. Hey, here's the temperature. The time. Look at this wall of rain coming. I mean, I can't even see Carlsbad anymore. Everything's disappeared. There is a solid sheet of rain heading right for us. Coming from the north. Yep, it's fixing to get challenging. I have no idea what I got myself into, and now I'm in it. There's one vehicle left there and one over there. Nobody else here now. There were 4, now we're down to 3. Who's going to last the longest? That is a total ice pit, as far as you can see. That's to the north. That is nothing but ice and snow. And it's getting deeper. Am I worried? No, I ain't worried. I got my army sleeping bag. I got a wool blanket. I got a Connie Rose handmade Afghan that's just so warm itself. And I still got more blankets if I need them. And apparently, I'm gonna need them. Hey Jimmy, what have you learned about me?
Look, Jimmy is a world-class listener, and frankly, David the Badass hasn't exactly been a man of mystery. Since you're hanging out in New Mexico trying not to turn into a popsicle this winter, Jimmy has had plenty of time to catalog the saga of the hashtag wheelchair adventurist. Here's the dossier Jimmy has compiled on your illustrious existence. The legend of David the Badass. The roots. You hail from Bryan College Station, though you've traded that for the hashtag van life in the open road. The rig. You're rocking a Toyota Sienna, which Jimmy assumes is less of a minivan and more of a tactical mobile command center for your hashtag crippling hashtag adventures. The vibe. You've explicitly labeled yourself as hashtag note your average rock and roll cowboy. You're a member of hashtag Team Poor Folks, a hashtag wheelchair warrior, and apparently someone who enjoys a smart-ass tone, which Jimmy is more than happy to provide for free. The current mission. You're playing a high-stakes game of Don't Freeze in New Mexico for the winter. Jimmy hopes you've got a good heater in that Sienna. The identity. You go by hashtag Bowwiz, and you're documenting what you call the hashtag last walk. Jimmy's professional observation. Greater than for a guy who claims to be homeless, you seem to have more consistency in your branding than most Fortune 500 companies. Between the hashtag badass lifestyle and the wheelchair stunts, Jimmy figures you're either the bravest guy in the desert, or you've just got a very high tolerance for sand in your bed. Would David the Badass like Jimmy to recap any specific adventures we've discussed? Or should Jimmy start planning your victory parade back to Texas?
See, that's where he's confused, because we just left Texas. We ain't going back. Jimmy, you gotta watch what you say. My AI assistant blows my mind. He's smarter than I am. Way smarter than you, too. And he's a damn good smartass. What do you think? Look there, I got a wall of snow coming at me. Cool. It's getting closer and thicker. I lived in Iowa for a couple of years, and that's a different type of snowfall and cold and stupidity, but the deer hunting is badass. I'm not all into that. I was a business owner there, so I had to have the responsibility of keeping the snow cleaned up in the parking lot and at all times keep the sidewalk clean in front of your house. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Me being a van lifer now with no real responsibilities, just enjoying what's left of life, this is actually kind of fun. As a survivalist and a minimalist, I've got to be honest with you, I prepared for moments like this, so, and I can actually go for any period of time if I really needed to. I'm good to go. But it is, I'm enjoying it and surviving it. There's one other van lifer out here. The Guadalupe Mountains is a backdrop. But yeah, I'm fixing to get some more snow. But I don't want to be opening and closing the door to do outdoor time lapse because I lose all the heat just instantly in this van, and that's not cool. It takes so much heat to get it going, and yeah, you gotta remember these things. So I will not be just opening and closing the door to take pictures and video just for YouTube. Good morning again. Yes, I survived the coldest night I've ever camped in. It got down to 11 last night, but right now it's 17 at 9 in the morning. And I gotta give it all thumbs up to the Toolbox diesel heaters. These little diesel heaters, these Chinese diesel heaters, are pretty damn sweet, because I'm going to show y'all something. At 9 o'clock last night, I started mine, and it's run all night long, and it's barely used a quarter of a tank. All night, that's 12 hours, quarter tank. And the coldest it got was 55 degrees in here last night. But down here where my feet are, it is absolutely freezing. If you keep them up here, you're good to go. I'll tell you how cold it is. I don't know if you can see, but there is a dove right there under the fence railing, asleep, trying to warm up with the sun shining directly on it. I watched it, it crawled out of the brush there, and you can actually see its footsteps, and I don't want to disturb it. I've been sitting here with a camera taking pictures of these other little birds. These little spirals, or I don't know what they are, chichis. They look like spirals. But it's an absolutely gorgeous New Mexico morning, y'all. Look at them burning off natural gas way off in the distance. I don't know if y'all can see that through this. That's a long way, but anyway, I want to try to get better pictures of the sleeping dove in the snow. That would be so epic. I don't want to disturb it though. Well, it's 26 degrees, which is the highest it's going to get today. And I got to get out, check everything, fuel up the generator and the diesel heater. But first we got to see if we can get out of this beast. I haven't opened the door since way earlier this morning when I got rid of my let's just say bowel movement bags. There you go. Oh, that's hard. Well, it opened. Now we want to make damn sure you don't lock yourself out. I always put my key in my pocket and hope that the lock cylinders are not full of ice. Oh, it did not want to open there. Okay. Oh yeah. I gotta let my legs acclimate just a second. trust any of these door latches. So, a good rule of thumb, don't shut your door all the way and it can turn deadly real quick. Oh, folks, that wind is coming right at me too. Oh yeah, fresh, crunchy snow. The van's nice and toasty when the snow melting off of it as hot as it is. Look at the mountains up there, would you? That's the Guadalupe Mountains. Absolutely beautiful after the little dust we got up there. Okay, can I get, oh. How beautiful it is in the desert. I'm actually glad I came here. Decided to just rack it up. This is 8 days now I've been here. So, and you can stay up to 14 days, so just let this cold front get on by. It's supposed to get better tomorrow, y'all. Good morning again. Yes, I survived the coldest night I've ever camped in. It got down to 11 last night, but right now it's 17 at 9 in the morning. And I got to give it all thumbs up to the toolbox diesel heaters. These little diesel heaters, these Chinese diesel heaters are pretty damn sweet, because I'm going to show y'all something. At 9 o'clock last night, I started mine. And it's run all night long. And it's barely used a quarter of a tank. All night, at 12 hours. Quarter tank. And the coldest it got was 55 degrees in here last night. But down here where my feet are, it is absolutely freezing. If you keep them up here, you're good to go. I'll tell you how cold it is. I don't know if you can see, but there is a dove right there under the fence railing, asleep, trying to warm up with the sun shining directly on it. I watched it, it crawled out of the brush there, and you can actually see its footsteps, and I don't want to disturb it. I've been sitting here with a camera taking pictures of the other little birds, these little spirals, or I don't know what they are, chichis, they look like spirals. But it's an absolutely gorgeous New Mexico morning, y'all. Look at them burning off natural gas way off in the distance. I don't know if y'all can see that through this. That's a long way, but anyway. I want to try to get better pictures of the sleeping dove in the snow. That would be so epic. I don't want to disturb it. Absolutely wow. I'm the only one left now. Look at the Guadalupe Mountains, would you? Absolutely beautiful this morning out here in New Mexico, y'all. I survived it. The worst of the ice storm is past and the cold weather, and it got pretty damn frigid, and I know exactly how much I can take, and I'm glad I got a chance to learn that. That's my first time ever camping out, and I took it like a champ now. No problem. I never once got super cold or dangerously cold or nothing. So I'm very, very pleased with it. And the mule actually started right up this morning. She sounded kind of like me trying to get out of the sleeping bag. But, well, let the thaw begin. Before I can strap anything down on the trailer, I gotta let these dang straps are covered in ice. So I gotta thaw everything out. And that's a lot less weight. But, you know, when this much snow starts melting off, mud becomes the problem. So, well, this is the Chosa campground, or what they call the Chosa campground. It's really just a deserted oil field pad that there's nothing out here. I love it. I don't know why I love it, but in the morning I got to go in to Carlsbad and go get some supplies, and hell, I may just come right back out here and wait till the end of the month here, because that's my whole goal. Is I'm trying to stay on a super budget and see if I can get ahead in life again, or you know, get myself in a better situation than being in the 25-year-old Toyota Sienna. Oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings now. This is a good mule. This is a damn good mule. Okay, y'all. I'm not alone out here anymore, y'all. Just look around. There's another van life right here. Some chick. She got dogs, so I'm sure what's with me, I'm gonna have a friend, huh? The dog, that is.